Hi, everyone.
You get,
It's Wardrobe and Jeff from Hex to Hex and McMurray from McMurray on Hex to Hex and not Jay and every other channel he can see himself on. So, hey,
that
we're
just
excited.
makes you sound like a dick.
Hey, so here's an exciting thing, everybody. McMurray has got himself some cool new games that came in, and he has a little break in his busy schedule for the next couple of weeks, and he finds himself here. And we said, let's unbox this so he can play it because he's not going to play it until he unboxes because he's a pure gamer man. So we're going to make him solo layout, get rid of Jeff and my ugly face. Yeah. Okay. You are on. Go.
What's up, everybody? McMurray, the pure gamer man here. It's a good title. I like it. So we have a couple games, as you undoubtedly realize from the title, from Revolution Games. I ordered them folio. That's fine with me. So let's get this bad boy cut open and see what we got.
Don't cut them.
What?
Don't cut the games.
What do you think this is? My first day? All right, so here we go. You ready? Whoa. Oh, that's a cool little way to pack it with that. All right, so we have two of them in here. First one is Longstreet Attacks, a game of the second day at Gettysburg, the American Civil War, Volume 3. Stand by. The second one is Thunder at Dawn. Let me get that out of the way. Battle of Wilson's Creek, August 10th, 1861, American Civil War, Volume 5. I'm pretty sure, Todd, is this one of the Thomas Hart Benton photo or paintings from the Capitol building?
Oh, man, I don't recognize it.
It
But it might be.
It looks a lot like one of his. Also, fun fact, his older brother was an officer in the Civil War out of Missouri. It didn't necessarily strike me as one, and then I saw this thing, and it's in the rotunda of the Capitol building, if I recall correctly, which would explain the arch. Anyways, let's do Longstreet Attacks first. These come in their own really good Ziploc bags, which I like. Sometimes you get folio games and they're kind of crappy, or maybe they're just shrink wrapped or something. I like that a lot. It says ages 14 plus, so yeesh. Hopefully the age on my government ID works, because if it's mental age, probably not. Sorry, Herman. These are Herman Lutman games. Oh, wow. Okay, so we've got, jumping right into it, we got stuff on the back of that little kind of title page. That's kind of cool. Looks like 14 turns. You can see where each of the scenarios ends and starts, so that's pretty cool. One thing that makes me really excited is that one of the, both of the full length, I was reading this on Board Game Geek, both of the full length scenarios revolve around Dan the Man. It seems like this game really focuses on the southern end of the Union force, or the southern end of the battle, as opposed to any of the things up around Gettysburg or Cemetery Hill, Culp's Hill, all that nonsense. But so we've got Sickles follows orders, and my personal favorite, possibly all time, for the scenario name, Hammer and Sickles.
Good name.
Hey man, Dan the Man. Jesus Christ on a motorbike, Jeff. What have you gotten me into? These damn charts, man. Total strength points, combat results table.
Not that painful, don't worry.
Okay. I believe you.
Yeah, you're going to like this. There's no doubt in my mind.
I believe you. So we got different weapons ranges, so that's kind of cool. Between smoothbore, sharps rifle, rifled, smoothbore cannon, mixed cannon, and rifled cannon. That's pretty cool. That's pretty slick. This looks quite entertaining, to be honest with you. Got fire adjustments, all kinds of stuff. It does have the combat shifts for both fire and close combat right on the same sheet as the CRT, which makes me quite happy. Looks like there's 2 copies of this. So we've got, there's gonna be a lot of kind of side table space in this game is what I'm seeing, because we're gonna have as of right now, at least 3 pages of, kind of status stuff off to the side. We got this page. We've got the back side of this play aid, which has terrain and everything else. Cohesion test tables, which I'm sure I'll see. Yeah, I'll have to read that stuff. And then we've got our CRT on the back side with that cohesion test and terrain key. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing this. I wonder how much of this is scenario specific or how much of this is system. I don't know.
You know,
Oh,
Jeff?
wow. What?
Say that again.
These the CRTs, are they campaign specific or are they kind of just to buy the whole game? Do you know?
I can't remember. I know there has to be something for certain types of weaponry. No, you know what? I think it is. I think it's, whether the numbers in the columns are any different, I don't know, but I think it's pretty standard.
Okay.
So we've got a Confederate play aid and a Union play aid. So actually looks like I'm going to wind up having, honestly, about as much stuff sitting off to the side of the table as I will in map space, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
This thing has events too, I think, doesn't it?
What's up?
It has events on those cards too?
It does. It looks like the only ones that are different are right down here with general casualties and general casualties.
Well, you got event chits that'll go into the game, I believe.
Correct. There's fog of war chits,
Yeah.
but those appear to be the same table on each thing between Confederate and Union player aid. I think the only difference that I'm seeing right off the bat is the general casualty tables are different, obviously, for each side.
Right.
But so that's pretty slick. All right, cool. So we got those. Backside of those are unique event descriptions. Okay, so we do have a slight difference here.
Yeah,
Between
Union and
Good Double Time,
Confederate.
Rebel Yell, Stand to It, Army of Northern Virginia. Okay, so these aren't going to go under plexi then, if I'm going to have to flip them over. But that's all right. Okay, so we got that going for us. We have a rule book. That's pretty damn hefty, Jeff. Uh-oh.
Yeah, believe me, it's not going to be as painful as you may picture.
Uh-oh. Anyways, let's look at it. Let's look at what we
Columns,
got.
big print. Yeah.
We do have big columns and big print.
Yeah.
So we still have unit ID, parent unit, strength points, what kind of weapon they've got, which is relevant for that range, hex ranges we're looking at. I don't know what sharpshooter means, but I'm sure that's a benefit there. So ultimately and then cohesion rating, which I would assume, Jeff, is very similar to a morale rating or anything like that in most other games.
Yeah.
So we really don't have too much spare, too much extra stuff, you know what I mean? As opposed to most of the simpleton games you guys have me playing.
Yeah, but this is one of those systems that after you've done something like 2 or 3 times in the game, you'll be like, oh, hell.
Yeah. No, I gotcha. So game scale for this particular scenario, each map hex is approximately 40 yards across. This is one of those things we always like looking at. Infantry units represent regiments or battalions, and artillery units represent individual batteries or sections. One strength point equals about 50 men or a single gun. A game turn is approximately 40 minutes. Excuse me.
Green
So we
turn is
got-
how long?
20 minutes.
Okay.
So the example that they give us down here is 3rd Sharpshooters out of Wofford's Brigade. 4 strength points, meaning it's about 200 guys armed with rifled muskets. I don't know what the cohesion rating means. I'm not sure what sharpshooter means, but that's okay. We've got the basic terrain is actually listed right here where it's game scale and map, which is kind of nice. It's okay. So it looks like it is instead of having a separate blind sword book and then a book for this, it keeps talking about how it is the blind sword system. So I guess that's what we're looking at. They do have one of my favorite quotes. When asked why there's no memorial to him at Gettysburg, Sickles replied, "The entire battlefield's a memorial to Dan Sickles." That's right, and his mustache. Okay, so sharpshooter units get a fire combat bonus. So that answers what that sharpshooter is. Anyhow, so we got a sequence of play. The sequence of play is on each of the play aids, which is super awesome. One of the things that I miss sometimes when I'm playing old games is easy sequence of plays. Sometimes they're there, sometimes they're completely absent. Play aids are one of those things in modern games that I really appreciate. There are designer notes in here, which is kind of cool. Right here, it's got something making a comment on differences between this and some other systems. I think Thunder in the Ozarks, that's P Ridge, isn't it, Jeff?
Yeah.
So it is cool to know that there's a P Ridge game in here as well. Being a Missouri boy, I always like seeing the Missouri, Arkansas local stuff. So yeah, it certainly doesn't seem entirely complicated, right? We've got, I would assume, okay, so there's got to be a brigade orders phase. When a brigade is selected to be activated by division activation or CIC chit, must proceed through each step. So yeah, I mean, it's one chunk of the sequence of play, but at the same time, it walks you right through here. So hopefully this game kind of lends itself to opening up and starting. And I know inside of this one, Longstreet Attacks, one of the scenarios is specifically designed to be a starter type scenario. I'm trying to remember which one I was reading that was.
A little round top.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's the round tops. So that's only 5 turns here. So that'll probably be one of the first thing that I play even before I get to my Wilson's Creek over here. But yeah, so I mean it's not, again, there's examples written into the rules, which is nice because you're not waiting for the end. It by all means looks to be a very well written, pretty easy to understand system with, let's see here, how many pages of this are actual rules before we get into, okay, so it looks like rules go to page 21. Probably only about 12 pages, maybe 13 pages if you pulled all the examples and design notes out and threw them in the back like a lot of games do. That being said, then we've got scenarios. Again, there's round tops, which is good. Again, I can try and figure that out, and use that as a walkthrough. I'm sure I'll be annoying the piss out of Jeff while I do that, but that's okay. And then at the end, you've got, I would assume at the end here, you've got Hammer and Sickles, which is Sickles creating a salient, as well as Sickles follows orders, which is, okay, what if Sickles stopped at Cemetery Ridge? And yeah, let's see what happens with that. So that'll be cool. That'll be interesting to see. Should be pretty fun, right?
Oh yeah.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, this isn't going to be one of your typical, constant combat type games, because the system won't allow you to, just move in there and roll dice on odds, because you're going to have guys that are shaken or disrupted or whatever it is.
Maybe the way you play it.
And I don't think you can actually. I don't think you really kill a unit completely.
No, I gotcha.
I can't. It's been a while. I can't remember, but
that's all right. We'll see. So that's our rule book. That is 32 pages of rules. I want you guys to see that. 32 pages of rules. Jeff. Okay, so we got 2 counter sheets. They are not the teeny tiniest counters I've ever seen. They look like they're maybe the 5/8 counters, so that's not too bad. There's the man himself, Dan the Man, Dan the Man, Dan the Man. There's Winfield Hancock. I'm looking forward to seeing how all this stuff plays. It really doesn't look like there's too much ridiculous stuff. One thing that's kind of cool is they've got the origin states of all the regiments in the background. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like we've got Massachusetts. That's not yeah, that's Massachusetts. We got is that Massachusetts? I think it is. They got New York. Anyways, yeah, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania. There's a Michigan regiment. That's pretty cool. Delaware. There's a New Jersey, a New Hampshire regiment. So that's pretty cool. That's interesting to see. I like that. That's pretty slick. And then you can obviously see where we've got rifled muskets. There's some sharps. Where's a smoothbore? Let's see if I can find a smoothbore. There's smoothbore artillery. There's rifled artillery. It does not appear that there's any mixed Union artillery in here. So that's something interesting to see. I don't know if I'm going to find any Union infantry. Oh, there's a Union infantry unit that's armed with smoothbores. But yeah.
Chris from Walkabout Game says, "Hey, what's up, Hex and McMurray?"
Mr.
Hey, Mud. We got Warm Up. We got Steve-O. We got Tim Zales. We got
Warm-Up on?
Yep.
It's late for Warm-Up.
John Titchy says they're on sale right now. If it wasn't mentioned already about these 3 Ziploc, I bought 3 Ziploc bags. Consolidated shipping equals great value.
Yeah, buddy. That's exactly what I did.
Yeah, their whole website is on sale.
Some of it is quite significantly deeply discounted too. So
I was considering some victory style games as well. So
any game's a victory game when I'm playing it, Todd.
Hey,
right. Got them. So then here we've got the Confederates. You can see some of the names we're used to in terms of some of these brigade commanders. You've got especially guys, that you see along the southern end of Sickles, angle there. You got Barksdale, you got Kershaw. That's pretty cool to see. Here's all the chits we were talking about. Union chits, Confederate chits. All right. I'm excited, Jeff. This looks to be quite entertaining.
And those yellow chits there on the right side, that's pretty much your casualty stuff right there.
That makes sense. I was reading where you could put things into skirmish order. That ought to be interesting to see. But holy mother of Rick Barber makes beautiful maps. Buddy.
I know, right?
Buddy. This is some of my favorite style of map, right? Where it looks like everything just got drawn out with a like a colored pencil.
Yep.
Yeah. I like it. Every single one of these farms is labeled. That's cool. We got different colors, Todd.
What do you mean?
Light blue or light green, darker green, darker green. I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure those are to denote levels, like topographical levels, which is fine.
All I can see is your hair.
Oh, I'm sorry. How about
now? Hey, let me ask you: does it look like the light colors the high ground or low ground?
I think it's done in layers so that it's not necessarily. In some places, it looks like it might be the low ground. In some places, you know what I mean. So
the greener as you go down the green chart, the darker the green, the lower the ground, and the tanny colors are going up.
That's the way it should be.
There you go.
And they also have elevation markers randomly placed along contour lines.
What's up, Chris?
They do. So you can see 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
we need to stop the video real quick. Minnie Warmut says a couple things. Move your bald head and stop talking and get playing.
Well, I would say the same thing to Warmut, but I would assume your wife is asleep, and I don't know your address to call 911 for you to never really have a coronary because you saw a piece of cardboard with numbers on it. All right.
Hey,
So we got big round top right here.
there you go. Is there just one map in the game?
Yes, there's a little round top, which would put this as the southern end of Cemetery Hill, or Cemetery Ridge, excuse me. That's pretty outstanding. There's the Millerstown Road. There is the Emmetsburg Road. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
Okay, we need to go visit Jeff out there and take this map with us.
We do. I feel like we can figure out wherever we need to go based on this map. I'm just waiting for Strong Vincent to just like swoop in here and kick the bejesus out of anybody who gets around the south end of.
Put your finger on the peach orchard.
Hey, easy. It's the family channel.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Put your finger on the peach orchard. Put your finger on the wheat field.
Bitch, I don't know. They don't put fields on this thing.
Put your finger on the bald hill.
The Bald Hill?
Yeah. Little knob, a little baldy. No, not that bald hill. It's up there near the wheat field. It's so
little round top.
So you see where the 3 stars are? To the left there? Go to your left.
1, 2, 3.
That's
1, 2, 3.
Right there.
The Stony Hill?
Yeah, Stony Hill. Little hill, little bald
This
hill.
is the high ground we're worried about, Jeff. That's the
peach
high ground
orchard.
we're going to siege.
All right.
We're going to siege.
And you can't see that big text that says the wheat field? Right beside the Stony Hill?
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. Just checking. Always amazed at how much of that, how much map they provided going up Cemetery Ridge for this.
It reminds me of one of the maps out of like the Lord of the Rings. Like when you get one of the good books where they actually take the time to put like a good detailed map where the more you look at it, the more you see stuff like that, right?
Yeah. His maps are incredible.
Yeah.
Does it have in the unit mix, did it have any of Anderson's guys?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why the map. That's right. Now I remember. That's why the map goes so far up the.
Yeah, that's why it goes so far north and south. There's Anderson himself. Then they've got Wright, Lang, or Wilcox, Lang, Wright, and Posey's brigades under Anderson, as well as then Hood's brigade commander Anderson.
Yeah. How many scenarios were there? Yep. Basically
5. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.
Okay, cool.
5 scenarios. So that's pretty awesome. That being said, that map makes me so stinking excited to open up this next one that I almost don't know what to do with myself.
So the art on the next one is in the Missouri State Capitol and is
That's Thomas Hart Benton, right?
no, it's Newell Converse Wyeth.
What the hell? Thomas Hart Benton is the Missouri guy.
When you see the Benton art compared to it, you can see it. This is a little bit more realistic compared to the Benton art. Benton art's just slightly more impressionistic.
Okay. All right. Well, either way, I'm happy I had one of the painters correct and that it is from the Missouri State Capitol. So that's pretty awesome. Down there in Jefferson City. When we got Governor Gamble in there. Opposed to that Fox, Claiborne, Jackson. All right. So, again, we're on to the second one. Thunder at Dawn, Battle of Wilson's Creek.
So, everybody, this is about 3.5, 4 hours from McMurray and me. Correct.
It's literally right just south of Springfield.
Yep, just down 44.
Yep, outside of Republic.
I was there this year, actually.
You were at Wilson's Creek?
You know what? Was that? Oh, that was actually that last year. There was, yep.
Well, we need to go back there.
Oh, we do. Actually, you know what? I was not actually at the Wilson's Creek battlefield. I was at some of the stuff that happened up in the town. Is that accurate? Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. I did not go down to the main battlefield, but I did.
I mean, Republic / I don't remember if it's Republic or Nixa are essentially where this battle took place. But yeah.
Yep.
Like there's a wire road, like microbrewery and shit now. They're really capitalizing on it. But yeah. Because this battle was fought astride the wire road.
Yep.
But so same thing on the backside of the little title page. We've got just basic turn record victory points and broken stuff, right? Which is pretty cool. Again, I kind of like that. We've got the same sort of. I don't know if there's anything massively different here. There is differences in the weapon ranges. So these are different from the last one because here we've got close combat, carbine, mixed infantry, smoothbore musket, rifled, and smoothbore cannon. We don't have rifled cannon or mixed cannon, and we don't have sharps rifles. So there is a difference. That's pretty awesome. That's cool that it's scenario specific. Again, we've got our combat shifts and everything. So everything we need for combat is on here. And then I would imagine these cohesion tables are probably pretty close to the same, but there might be different stuff. I'm not sure.
Hey, well, what's up, Nordic and Advanced Squad Leader Spotting Round? Welcome to the stream.
Hey. Wow. So the unique event descriptions are different. I don't think I had time and a half or find ammo on here. So that's pretty cool. Those are different from the last one. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Again, we've got slight differences between the Union and Confederate play aid. Oh, no. Wait. These play aids are the same. Huh.
Okay.
But they're different.
Different
So
events.
here, the only difference on the play aid is the chit descriptions.
Yeah, the events would be different. That's pretty cool.
But the play aids themselves are the same because here you can see where you've got Union and Confederate generals in the general casualties because there's McCullough, there's Price. So that's McCullough, the Confederate, the CSA Army commander, and then Sterling Price, who's the Missouri State Guard commander. But then you've got Nathaniel Lyon and Franz Siegel on here. So that's pretty cool. So the front side's the same. The back side is different.
And I fights Siegel.
Yep, it goes to fight Siegel, baby. Okay, here, this is a little different. So here we do have Blind Sword series rules and Thunder at Dawn exclusive rules. So here the rules are separate.
So how many actual pages are in Blind Swords then?
That's what I'm going to look up. Looks like 16.
Perfect.
And that's including all those same designer notes. So there you go. So I'll probably read some of this stuff, play that small scenario in Longstreet attacks, unless there's a week for Senor Lutman to comment here. If he thinks I ought to just jump right on this thing, maybe we'll give it a shot. But yeah. So here, let's find the strength points still equal about 50 men. I'm trying to find if there's an immediately presentable game scale. Sorry if you're looking at the top of my head again.
So, Jeff, how much of these games have you played?
Quite a few, actually. I haven't played some of the newest ones. So I haven't played the one he's holding because it's recent compared to the other ones.
It is recent. That it is. I'm not sure what the exact game scale here is.
E. John wants to go, was that an index I noticed on the back?
Hell yeah, buddy.
Okay.
Hell yeah, buddy. So I guess 15 pages of rules. But yeah, so I'm quite excited. Again, this is also for the entire this is for the entire rule system, which would explain why there's not scenario-specific scale stuff.
Right.
But yeah, so there's what we're looking at. My apologies. Let's flip over to here real quick. Ooh, this is on fancy paper. Okay. Let's see. Looks like we're still looking at regiments / maybe battalions and batteries being each counter. I am not sure about ground scale or time scale.
It's not right in. I mean, yeah, it's normally right there where you're looking. How about the back of the? I know you had charts on that one. That's right.
Hang on a sec. Okay, so game scale. I'm sorry, 140 yards and 20 minutes again. So maybe that might be relatively common.
So let me make this statement. You said 140 yards, 20-minute game turns.
Uh-huh.
All right, you're fixing to play a game that the scale and the timetable is similar to the monsters that I play.
Oh baby. Union brigades in this game are all independent. There are no divisions. Confederate player has 2 independent brigades, Pierce and McCulloch. Okay, Price is a divisional commander with 6 brigades underneath him. Okay, that makes sense. So that's pretty cool. Sorry. But yeah, so there we go. You guys just heard it. I'm playing a Jeffy type game. I'm a real boy. Again, we've got all the same sort of stuff that looks like we were seeing just combined up. So let's actually just see here for shiggles. So we got 12 and 16, 28. That one was 20-something pages with everything looked into it. So that's pretty awesome.
How many scenarios?
This just has the one, I believe.
Yeah, small battle.
It is a relatively small battle. Let's see here. So I guess I'm sorry. Looks like we've got 1, 2. Okay, so we actually do have 2. We do have 2. So we've got Lion's initial battle plan, and then Lion is confident, hypothetical. So I take that back. Looks like we've got 3 scenarios built into here. I think I'll probably play this historical guy at first. So I'm more familiar with that, where the Union was attempting to kind of use a 2-pronged attack to run the substantially larger Confederate force off. It'll be interesting to see how this game accounts for the traditional issues that the Confederacy ran into, where the large amount of rain the night before, combined with the fact that the Confederacy didn't put pickets out, and Sterling Price didn't actually believe that there was a battle going on because he was sitting basically in a tiny hollow, and so he couldn't hear it from his headquarters where he's eating breakfast. But yeah, rain the night before, that issue with Sterling Price, or it could have been McCulloch, I don't honestly remember. And the issue with the rain, sorry, I just said it like 4 times, didn't explain myself. This early in the war, most of the Confederate troops and Missouri State Guardsmen that were here, and the Missouri State Guardsmen comprised the vast majority of these troops, didn't have cartridge boxes. So their ammunition was just in their pockets. And when it rained, that's not good, right? But anyway, so again, it'll be cool to see how that gets worked into here, as well as the fact that Lion and Seagull couldn't time their attacks together for the life of them. So I'm excited to see what this game has in store. But let's keep going on to the counters. We have
Is blind sword shit draw?
It is.
That would help model that a little bit, maybe.
Yes.
And the events.
Accurate. What?
Yeah.
Oh,
they,
okay.
they go in the you'll get so many, you'll draw so many of the event type shit thingies. You won't use them all, and you'll put them in the cup, and they'll be drawn, and they're like some of the games have cards where you'll be able to hold this shit and use it when you want. Some you have to use immediately. And Nord, it doesn't compare other than close scale. Not even close to the details of GBACW. I mean, these aren't monsters. These are just Herman Lutton putting his fantastic touch on what could be a monster game and making it a little smoother to play, a little lighter to play.
Making it diet for me over here. So at first I saw this and saw Federal low ammo, and I got real angry because there wasn't any Confederate low ammo, but it's right on the back here. So that's pretty slick. So you can see where this is obviously a smaller game, right? We've got one counter sheet.
Yeah.
Here's all of the Union units. That's all of them. There's Confederate units. You can see where some of these State Guard units, they got the little, like, I can't tell if that's a double-barrel shotgun or a revolving rifle. It's a double-barrel shotgun that's all sawed off, but they got that close combat only rating. You see it right here, too. So that's pretty interesting. It looks like most of those are cavalry. I don't know the difference between the filled-in cavalry and the empty cavalry, unless that's like regular and irregular or something. I'm not sure. But so you can see those. That's pretty cool. Got a whole bunch of smoothbore stuff, which again is cool. That's accurate. That makes sense given the ridiculously early nature of the war. Again, you got some smoothbore stuff for the Union as well, and at least one close combat only cavalry unit for the Union under Sturgis, which makes sense. This is pretty cool, man. I don't remember. Oh, man, there's a rifle armed cavalry unit. I don't remember what. I was just reading this in that Guerrilla Fighters of Missouri book, Todd.
Okay. Yeah.
What the cut down. It's not. I wouldn't necessarily call it a carbine. It's certainly still not a period full length rifle, but certainly, you know, a full length rifle by the standard of 20 years after this. But anyways, what minorly chopped down rifle was issued to cavalry. It is cool to see that they incorporated some of the regular U.S. troops in here. I think there were only a few hundred present at the time, but it is cool that it's in there. There's my boy Franz, again with the cool mustache, dude. Nathaniel Lyon looking like his mad scientist self. And I'm kind of, oh, there's Sterling Price. There he is. Looking like a weirdo. Looking straight out of the Napoleonic era. Like, this dude looks so 1840, it's wild. But yeah, he was the commander of the Missouri State Guard here. So there we are. Jeff, these numbers here are the requirement to activate, right?
Yeah.
On the commander.
Yep.
So unwounded Lion you have to get a 1 through 5 to activate, and then wounded he needs 1 through 4.
Or is that the wounded version you're looking at right there?
I mean, it's got a red cross on it.
Yeah, then that means he's got to roll 5 or better, I think. If he's wounded. Oh no, which one's the one on the right's the wounded one?
This is unwounded with a 5. That's wounded with a 4.
Okay, then it's 1 to 4 wounded, 1 to 5 not wounded, right? Okay.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. God, this looks fun, man. I can't start playing this tonight though, because I gotta go back to the middle of nowhere tomorrow. But
get it all set up. You can have it all set up, ready to go when you get home.
Maybe so. Maybe so. So let's look at this stellar map. This should be obnoxiously wooded, other than a central valley. Again, Rick Barber's outdone himself. It's Missouri in August, so he's got a bunch of dead trees mixed in here too, which is pretty slick. Oh no, this one's folded up like a pain in my butt, and my straight pain in my tuchus. Unfold. Oh man. Uh-oh, Mr. Barber. This was listed as the Telegraph Road, not the Wire Road. Forgive you. It's okay.
That's pretty wooded.
It is very wooded. It is very wooded. So like that's the thing. That's why the Confederacy was just stretched out along this kind of creek, right? Is because it was open and it's August in Missouri, so it's hot as balls, but it's open, there's water, and all of these little farms were full of produce, for lack of a better term, right? Oddly enough, despite the fact that that this is Missouri, almost into Arkansas, the locals here were staunch, dedicated Unionists. The area of Missouri that was really, really in favor of secession was actually the area in northern, kind of north central Missouri. It was known as Little Dixie. But, anyways, that's a completely different topic. Again, beautiful. I'm a big fan. And again, we can see where you go from dark, dark, dark green to slightly lighter green to slightly lighter green to slightly lighter green to not really green anymore to a little green tan and then tan, right?
That's a lot of elevation there, man.
It is a lot of elevation. It's the Ozarks, dog.
I know,
Yeah,
dog.
man. Yeah, dog. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Okay, calm down, bro.
Dude, I got an 8-year-old nephew who's a big fan of saying, yeah, dude. But anyways, so yes, there is a significant amount of elevation change. You can see Bloody Hill over here, which is where historically you got a lot of fighting back and forth. This is a beautiful map. I'm a big fan. The hexes are clearly laid out. They're clearly labeled. I like it a lot. Yeah, this is outstanding, man.
Cool.
Again, every one of these farms is labeled. Man, that is too cool for school, my dude. That really makes me want to lay this out.
What was Bloody Hill known before the battle? Asked Nordic.
To be honest with you, it's a tiny unoccupied hill in the middle of the Ozarks. So probably that hill over there. We're still talking about Missouri.
A hill yonder.
Yeah, up by the Manley farm, probably, maybe, I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. Like I said, it's a big ass hill in the Ozarks in Missouri, so it's probably just that hill over there. So there's a lot of that hills over there, to be honest with you, in Missouri. I've been hiking up and down a lot of that hills over there. But yeah, so this is again a beautiful map, man. I'm a big fan. Yeah. So, Jeffrey, thanks, bud. This is what I needed. And I can't actually. I take that back. Even when I get back, I can't play this because as soon as I get back, Gettysburg from Across 5 Aprils is going on the table, and then Intermediate Gettysburg from the Avalon Hill 76 version is going on the table after that to round out my 4 entry-level Gettysburg game playthroughs and reviews in honor of the 160th anniversary, right? Isn't that right?
Right.
Yep. My math is correct on that one. And then, because we've already done over on Hex Texas channel, he just posted my playthrough of C3I Gettysburg and Cemetery Hill or Gettysburg from the Decision Games version of Blue and the Gray. If I have time when we're done and I can stave this stuff off, I might play the SPI Blue and the Gray Cemetery Hill as well. I'm not sure on that one. Don't hold me to that one. But we're certainly playing through Across 5 Aprils Gettysburg and Gettysburg 76 Intermediate. But yeah.
Nordic says, as soon as the dice get through kicking Napoleon's rear in Belgium, I'm going to get 3 days of Gettysburg on the table.
Oh, that's a biggie, isn't it, bud?
Yep.
Jet Fee, that's a Kahuna game, isn't it?
That is a big one.
Who makes that one?
GMT. Great battles, the American Civil War.
Oh, that's a great battle. Okay.
So
So you're excited about it. That's cool. And and then when you get all these Gettysburg games done, then we got to play a little Victory Awaits.
Bro, we can play Victory Awaits anytime you want to, big boy. If you want to start over, you're headed to the house right now. We can play Victory Awaits, my dude.
We'll get out there and finish setting it up, bro.
Bro, I don't know what I'm doing, bro. But yeah, so we've got. This is even lined up beautiful. Look at that. We got Missouri Boy Heaven and Dan the Man. Dan the Man. Dan the Man. Speaking of Dan the Man, stand by for just 1 second. I picked this up a few days ago. So that should be pretty good as well.
What's
Speaking of
that?
Dan the Man.
That's Dan the Man.
American Scoundrel. The life of the notorious Civil War general, Dan Sickles. He's looking right at you. His eyes are peering straight into your soul.
What's so great about Dan Sickles?
Bro.
Got away with murder.
Can you? Well, yeah, dude. He definitely shot Philip Barton Key right in the murder head. Just murdered the piss out of him. But then his lawyer was Edwin Stanton, and he got, what was it, Buchanan to walk into this courtroom and like shake his hand in front of the jury. So needless to say, he didn't get convicted on account of the fact that he was temporarily insane. Only temporary. By July of 1863, that had long worn off. Then he was back to being a genius. But yeah, he was an interesting dude. Like he took a hooker over to meet Queen Elizabeth and introduced her using one of his like political opponents in New York's names. Almost caused like a giant international incident because he brought a hooker to meet the Queen of England. Like Queen Victoria herself. All kinds of stuff. Just a ridiculous. What's up?
It sounds like an interesting dude. Ijan Tichy says author of that book is an Aussie like me.
There you go. There you go.
Oh man, Nordic says, "Oh man, laid it on thick there, McMurray." That's what he does.
What did I wait? Where did I lay it on thick?
You laid on thick.
He definitely got away with murder. Like he chased Philip Barton Philip Barton Key through the streets of Washington and shot him. Like executed him, and then got off relatively scot-free. Like he was brought to trial, but nothing happened. Definitely brought a hooker to, introduced Queen Victoria. Also 100% refused to celebrate the 4th of July while he was over there, and allegedly just sat and basically stared at a little portrait of George Washington, which is about the most, pardon my French, American fuck yeah thing you can do. And then he saved the Union line on day 2 at Gettysburg. So, I don't know where I was laying it on thick at all there. But yeah. So that's not the focus of our video right now, though. The focus of our video is these 2 games, which look super cool, and I'm really excited to play.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what you think of them. They're pretty cool designs. So
yeah, at the very least, they're beautiful, and so if I get pissed off, I can look at them and go, "Man, that's pretty."
You can just frame the maps.
I can. Yeah, so we got that going for us. This should be really awesome. This should be the game. I keep telling Jeff that I'm looking for a game in this entry-level Civil War stuff that I can vindicate Dan the Man in. And Dan the Man did pretty well in Blue and the Gray. Not playing that down at all. But I don't think I'm going to be able to find an entry-level game. I think these are most certainly intermediate, if not near the top end of what I'm going to do. But, yeah. So, there we go. Look forward to watching me play through these things. I don't know if it'll be over here or on Hex to Hex's channel, but it'll be around.
Yeah, I would imagine the plays will be on Jeff's Hex to Hex channel, but we'll see.
That's fair. We might even, if we can convince Jeff, go live while he's walking me through how to play this on account of I'm a Mongoloid, and that would probably help a lot. But
I like how Revolution, even in their Ziploc packaging, they do such a good job.
yeah, man, I am quite happy with how these came, to be honest. I've got a lot of folio games or bag games, whatever, however you want to call them, and these are by far the nicest ones that I've got so far. I agree with you, Nord. This is probably my favorite part of Gettysburg as well, is the second day, especially on the South, where Dan Sickles saved the Union line. Right, Jeff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buddy, there you go.
Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Anything else about it, Jeff? Any other comments?
Gonna love it.
Yep, it'll be great. I think it'll be fun to watch you play. Where are you going to be able to set those up?
I'm going to have to clear off some of my table space here.
Yeah.
It's only one mapper, so
Yeah,
I know, but usually my one mappers I have to lay this way. I'm going to have to lay it this way. It's fine. I just have 2 stacks of game boxes up here.
Oh, okay. I got you. All right, cool.
Because, again, I've got my stack of, well, honestly, now it's not even necessarily a stack so much of things that I need to play still, because I kind of played through a lot of them. But I've got ACW Gettysburg stuff over here, and then over here is kind of just random stuff that's sitting there. But
speaking of Revolution Games, has this Poland Defiant Hex? I think you played it, right? Yes, it has. That has that, and it's on sale. It's 50 and it's 35 or something like that. I've played Poland Defiant. World War II ended that day.
You gave me Poland Defiant, didn't you? Or is that a different Poland game?
Did I give that to you?
Did you have it in not like an original game box, but in like a blank box that you had the thing?
That was me.
That was you? Okay.
A white box.
Yep. Okay.
So you have Poland Defiant? I don't need to buy that then.
I do. You are more than welcome to it, because that was one of those scary ones that Jeff just sent me out of the blue, trying to hoodwink me into
That's
playing.
easier. I mean, that's
games.
SDS level.
Or did I just send you that box that I originally had it in, but the game's not actually in there?
Well, that's a great question, Jeff.
That's a
I'm
good
not sure.
game. And I don't remember sending you that game particularly.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know why you send that, because anyway,
that's good.
yes, Poland. It's a fun game. It's just I'm just terrible on the attack. I mean, I don't know. I just was terrible. Anyway,
You're not terrible on the attack. You just have to do it.
World War II ended. I'll just tell you that. So it was good for the world. Poland was the hero of World War II.
Accurate. I want a post office game.
Maybe that's what I should. Maybe that's how I should phrase that game. As the Polish, I was incredible in my defense, and I defeated the Germans, ending World War II.
Bro, see, you're a hero.
Yeah, pretty much a hero. So
straight up hero, dog.
All right. Are you looking at that box, or are you done? Are you good?
No, I mean, we got it, man. Here we are.
All right, everybody. Thanks for jumping on. We had a nice crowd tonight. Thanks for commenting all this late night, a little surprising. I don't like playing any of these things because that means I'm good, and I don't like doing that. Hey, thanks for watching on Jeff's channel. Thanks for watching on my channel. And McMurray, thanks for doing it, unboxing it. You have fun. We'll see you all later. Have a great whole weekend. Goodbye.